He's OG killer, like, I don't know that. What's up, the foreign boy gang? You already know how it is. You already know how we coming. Before we even get into this video, you already know what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to like, I need y'all to comment, and I need y'all to hit that subscribe button if y'all want to be a part of the foreign boy gang. And if you already a part of the foreign boy gang, then wagwan ma, you done know. So basically today what I got for y'all is my top 10 Netflix recommendations. As y'all know, we are all bored. We are in the house bored in the house, we is in the house bored. So I took together to put some of my top 10 Netflix recommendations together because you guys really liked the one that I did to watch during quarantine. And a lot of you guys said, why don't you just do Netflix? So, I was like, I'll just do Netflix because, that's just what it is. But I got these top 10 Netflix recommendations for y'all. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Y'all know we got the handy dandy notebook right here. But first on the recommendation list, Dead to Me. So Dead to Me is about Jen and Judy. So Jen loses her husband due to him getting hit. It was a hit and run. So basically, she goes to this grief support group. Well, she's trying to deal with his grief. She's trying to deal with her grief. So she goes to this grief support group, and here she meets her friend Judy. So her and Judy start to become friends. Mind you, Jen is not an open person to becoming friends. She doesn't like having a best friend because, she's all about her kids now, now that it's just her. It's not her husband anymore. So basically, Judy comes to find out the night when Jen told Judy, her husband was hit by a car. Judy finds out, oh, we hit this man with a car. Mind you, it's Ted, Jen's husband. So basically, toward, the end of the season, things start to get very, very anxious. And it's just leading up to Judy telling Jen, I killed your husband. Now, it was some really, messed up stuff. But the second season, it reverses. So make sure y'all watch the second season, because it's intense, I'm telling you. Second, up on the recommendation list, I watched this with my sister the last Sunday. It's called The Wrong Missy. So basically, this dude, he hooks up with this girl in an airport bar bathroom. He hooks up with her, and the next thing you know, he want the number. Whole time he thinking he texting this Missy, but he's not texting her. So on his trip to Hawaii with his work, it's like a work trip, he texts Missy, but whole time Missy gave him the wrong number and he talking to a different Missy. So basically he texted Missy I want you to come down to Hawaii, I want to see you, So he gets to the hotel room and Missy's there, but it's not that Missy. So basically they were doing dumb the whole movie, and then he ends up catching feelings for that Missy. Now he no longer has feelings for that other Missy that he hooked up in the bathroom with. But it's a good movie. Number 3. So now this is the god of all shows. I will binge watch this show forever until the next season comes out. Shameless. So I've been watching Shameless 10 seasons strong. If y'all cannot believe it, then y'all cannot believe it. But 10 seasons strong, I've been watching Shameless. But Shameless is about this father. He's a very deadbeat father. His name is Frank Gallagher. The family is called the Gallaghers. But basically, Frank is a very deadbeat father. He is an alcoholic. He does not take care of his kids. He just does not do absolutely nothing for his kids. So his oldest daughter, Fiona, has to take her brothers and sisters under her care, under her supervision, do things that Frank is not doing for them. Mind you, the mother, Monica, is absent as well. She only comes in for 1 episode during the season. But mind you, Fiona has to take care of all of his kids while he's sitting up here every night, getting drunk and, holly bopping. That's all I'm going to say. If y'all don't know what holly bopping is, then y'all don't know. He just out here holly bopping from next girl to next girl while Fiona staying up nights helping the kids with their homework. Basically, the show is about Fiona trying to, you know, take care of her brothers and sisters and, you know, their adventures, you know. Number 4. Now, this show was so good that I watched the whole season in one day. Like, I'm not kidding, within one day, because this show was so good and it was so interesting to me. It's called The Unlisted. So basically, The Unlisted is about this secret government facility. Well, they're not really secret, but they kind of are. It's called the Global Child Initiative. So basically, the Global Child Initiative is chipping kids. Like, they literally out here, like, putting chips in the kids. So basically, they have, like, dentists go to all the schools in Australia and basically use the dentist thing as a cover-up, you know, to chip kids. Now, we get into the unlisted part. Basically, their goal is to get all the unlisted kids and basically chip them and make them become listed. Now, mind you, it's the group of the kids that escaped way before, which they call themselves the unlisted. And basically, they're starting to reach out to kids that are unlisted, you know, to come stay with them because, you know, it's a hideout for them. Because, you know, they literally out here searching high and low to come out here and chip these kids. The show had me in total shock when I saw it. Like, they was really out here chipping kids. So basically, the goal is they're trying to, you know, get rid of the global child initiative. Number 5, Black Lightning. Y'all know I love me a good superhero show. I love Black Lightning. Like, when they first brought it out, I was like, thank God. They finally brought out a black superhero. I'm not saying that they don't have any black superheroes now, but, you know, Black Lightning, you know, he's OG, you know, he's OG killer, like, I don't know what I'm doing. But basically, Black Lightning is about Jefferson Pierce. Basically, he has to come out of retirement because crime on the streets is back. So he gotta, you know, he bring out the Black Lightning suit. And, you know, Gambi, you know, update his suit. So now he back on the streets, fighting crime, whooping, you know, people butts. I'm not gonna curse, but he out here slinging. But here's a twist to the series. Basically, his daughters end up developing the meta-human gene, which they end up getting powers as well. Jennifer and Anissa. Anissa is the oldest daughter. She doesn't realize she has powers until, you know, she has to kick some butt one day too. And then Jen realized she has powers, but she can't really control her powers. Like, number 6, The Flash. I'm telling y'all, I love superhero shows. I don't know why. I can literally watch superhero shows all day as well. It's like, they're so cool to me, you know, how they can, you know, run fast, fly, shoot lightning out your hands. It's just so raw to me. But as y'all know, Flash is about, I don't know if you guys read the comics. I was a big comic book nerd. If y'all didn't know, now y'all know. But I was a very big comic book nerd, and I used to read about the Flash a lot. But basically, the Flash is about Barry Allen. He gets hit in an explosion. Not really like a big explosion, but like a electric kind of explosion. And basically, he's struck by it. And, you know, he develops, you know, now he can run as fast as light. He can run up walls, run up buildings. He can face himself through things. And then, you know, his friends end up becoming like his little superhero team. Now, they don't have powers, but they there because, you know, they have the brains. And, you know, he fighting crime across his city too, you know. He kicking, you know, hit him with a boom. Number 7. I used to watch this with my brothers and my dad all the time. It's called Weeds. So Weeds is basically about Nancy. She ends up losing her husband out of an unexpected death. And she doesn't know, she's thinking, you know, how am I going to feed my kids? You know, how am I going to get this stuff together? Because I have to pull it through for my kids. Because she realized, you know, she can't really financially stay stable in the house that they're in now because it's so expensive. So what she do? She start making that money, you know. She start moving that dough. So basically what she does is she starts growing weed and she starts selling it. You know, she moving that dough all over the place. And basically she becomes such a good drug dealer, you know, selling that weed, you know, that she up there. And now she can finally take care of her kids, you know, and keep up and, you know, pay for her husband's funeral because, you know, she was left in a very financial debt. She was left in some very big debt. They didn't say the debt, but they said she was left in some pretty big debt. So, you know, she had to make that money as fast as she could. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that 9 to 5 wasn't going to work for her. So what she do? She starts rolling and she start making that ganja. And you look, boom, move that dough. Now she got money for her kid. Number 8, Dynasty. So by the looks on the cover, it does look uninteresting. I promise you, but it's not uninteresting. It is very interesting. So basically, Dynasty is about this family, which they some really rich people. Like by the looks of that show, they got so much money. But basically, it's about the Quarentines. The Quarentines are millionaires. They have money in over hundreds of companies. So they're making bank. Basically, they've done some, you know how a lot of people say what you've done in the past come back to bite you in your butt. I don't know if it's that how it is, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm saying. Basically, that's what happened. Blake has did some very illegal stuff in the past, like some really messed up stuff. Like Blake done got people killed and done poison. He done got people killed. He done sent people away for stuff that they wasn't even supposed to do. What he do? He use his money as his power. And basically, he paying people off. You know, I'm paying you off to not say nothing. And basically, it comes back to bite him in the long run. And, you know, now he's under investigation from the police. Because, you know, what he was doing. He was using his money as a power. You know, paying people off. Don't say nothing. Here, I got you with this. Boom, he paying people off. Number 9 up on the list, we have Gotham. So, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about Gotham. But if y'all don't know, let me give y'all the real, you know, the spiel real quick. You know, I'm going to just, you know, give y'all a little spiel. But basically, Gotham is the backstory of Batman. Like, the origin of how Bruce Wayne became Batman. You know, as you guys know, the origin of Batman, it always starts, you know, how Bruce Wayne's parents were killed. Basically, the Gotham is really the story of Commissioner Gordon. So you guys aren't really going to see Batman as much as you guys think you are. Like I said, it's the story of Commissioner Gordon. But it is going to show, you know, how Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, how Catwoman becomes Catwoman, how Riddler becomes Riddler, how Penguin becomes Penguin, because, you know, they're all starting to develop in their own ways. If you don't understand what I mean, they basically, you know, starting to find themselves. Like, you know, Bruce Wayne, you know, he decided, you know, I want to wear a Batman suit and I want to kick some butt. I want to whoop, you know, hit him with a 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Number 10. Now, this was a very much heartfelt movie when I saw this. I watched this with my sister last night. It's called The Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons. So, basically, The Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons is basically about this kid. He was born as a baby, but his aging reverses. If you don't know what I mean, when he's a baby, he's literally like 90 years old. But he's a baby, so he's a wrinkly, very wrinkly baby. So when he becomes my age, like 15, you know, he's missing hair in the middle and stuff like that. He can't walk straight. And then basically as he grows, well, as he's getting older, he's getting younger. He's getting older in age, but younger in looks. So basically when he's literally on his deathbed, he's going to be a newborn baby. But basically, it's taking you through that whole journey through the whole movie. The whole movie is 2 hours and 46 minutes. Now, mind y'all, I don't watch movies that long. But I watched it because the movie was good as hell. I watched it with my sister last night. The movie is very heartfelt. It's very touching. You know, it warmed your boy heart up a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And you already know how I do. I chuck the deuces.
Pass the Joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my sides and I got to know.